We're going to talk about Tesla financing, show you real numbers for a Model Y deal, a brand new Tesla Model Y deal. And actually, do you need the 15% down in total for the financing to be approved for 1.99%? You might be interested, like Tesla Model Y right now, it's got fantastic 1.99% financing only on the all-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive does not have the promotional rate. Maybe it will come in the next month or so. But right now, the all-wheel drive, if you're looking to get into it, you can get 1.99% financing if you follow along the different instructions. The fine print actually says that you have to put 15% down. And so you might be curious, like, how much is 15% actually on the vehicle? Like, yes, you could do the quick numbers, like 15% of the MSRP, but we're going to take a step ahead and show you the actual numbers from a real deal that is happening this week. And shout out to one of the people that are watching, HReam, for sending me the breakdown of the Model Y approval and everything on a Model Y all-wheel drive with full self-driving and everything. So you can see the real numbers. And the TLDR is, if you qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, you actually only need to put like $8,000 down. And if you're curious what 8% down, and if you're curious what 8% actually translates to, that's about $5,000. And so before we get into that, here's the quick build on it. It's a Model Y Diamond Black with long range all-wheel drive, and it has full self-driving. So your numbers actually might be lower if you're not adding on the full self-driving, because yes, full self-driving is a $8,000 package. And if you're looking to take advantage of like the full self-driving transfer program, I actually have a way to do that. So definitely send me a DM if you're interested in getting it for half cost instead of the $8,000. And so if you take a look at the build for this, 60,000 MSRP, total cost with sales tax is almost $4,000 and everything, 64,057. Financing, you can see it's actually kind of cut off below at the bottom, but I'll show you the real numbers on this, not rear wheel drive, real numbers. Model Y long range all wheel drive, 1.99% financing, 72 months, monthly payment of $754 a month. And you can see total amount finance, $51,000 on the deal. And so here is the numbers. You can see here from this screenshot, the 7,500 is applied to the deal, and the actual down payment total out of pocket that HReam put on this deal, thank you again to HReam for sharing the numbers, $5,197 plus the $250 deposit. And I imagine HReam also used a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. So definitely don't forget to use a Tesla referral code like the one down below in the description. And pretty interesting time right now as well, because this 7,500 federal tax credit for electric vehicles, we could say it is on the chopping block with the new bill being introduced into the Congress. And so maybe the end date is by the end of this year, December 31st, 2025. And so if you do not want to leave anything to chance, then maybe it might be worth it to get into a Model Y at 1.99% and lock it down and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. There's people speculating back and forth, like if the credit it gets removed, then that's not going to be good for Tesla, and Tesla is definitely not going to be able to hit their 1.4 units or million sales by the end of the year. But very interesting to see, especially as car prices on the new side are going in on the opposite, the wrong direction. They're going up. Car dealership guy posted this. New car transaction prices just saw the biggest monthly jump in 5 years. In April alone, prices rose 2.5 month over month, which pushed the average new car price to $48,699. And so if you're buying a Model Y at 48, or really even a lot less with the tax credit, you are basically paying what an average vehicle is at the moment. And so vehicles are just getting more and more expensive. So let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. I hope this helped you and add some more clarity. Now, of course, if your credit is more challenged, these are numbers based upon good credit. Like good credit is like 750, or really actually Tesla kind of gives you what the good credit is. Good credit is 720 plus for the Tesla vehicles. And so as long as you've got higher than 720, these numbers should stick. Now, will I see or have I seen lower down payments? Not necessarily, especially if you're trying to go for the 1.99% rate. Now, you could go for like a 2.99% rate and maybe even get away with like $1,000 to $2,000 down, but you have to see if that makes sense for you, or maybe it doesn't make sense for you at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. In other news with Model Y, our favorite all-weather floor mat company, 3W All-Weather Floor Mats, just finally released their 2026 Model Y Juniper floor mats at a very, very nice price. I just posted a link in our live stream. You can check it out. And of course, use promo code Dennis to save some extra money. You can see you can get a set of these for well under $100. So very fantastic. I personally have not gotten a set of these. I'm going to get a set of them soon so we can do a test video and everything. But I would imagine if they're anything like the other ones, this will be a great product for your Tesla vehicle and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.